Welcome everybody. Today, you'll you'll be watching a stream by me. I'm that little guy that was in the intro, the Pixelboi, Pixelman. It's my superhero name. So, as you may or may not recall, last time I made a stream, I was creating this little guy. This little guy is basically like a Earth Wolf bro guy that you can find in Eksauria. He's got like vines. His tail is kind of vines. He's also all covered in green stuffs, and he's got mushrooms on top of him. And today I'm gonna do some animations for him. Right now I've somewhat done an idol for him, but it's not really what I want to do today. I want to do the fun ones, you know, like say one of his attacks or something. And it's my favorite. That's my favorite kind of animation to do here on the stream, because I get to have tips what everyone would like to see a certain enemy do. You know, all that fun stuff and all that jazz. But I guess since it is just starting out, I guess I could talk about a little about something else first, if y'all are interested in that. You know, just while people are still hopping in. Not sure if many people will hop in, but we'll see. We'll have to see. These wolfies, for those of you who may want to know or not, for those of you who lost some of our character killers streams, you know, he writes story and the backstories and the front stories and the top and the bottom stories. I know.
Sound effects and the sound effects.
Yeah, you should have done that. The ostrich laughter that they're a Family Guy. How was it like? What was it like? Aha! Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Aha! So, yeah, continuing on with all of this stuff. Yeah, these guys are like all over supposedly they'll be all over the whole kingdom of the forests. You know, the realm of Yor, I think that was Yord. Yord. The realm of Yor is the old one. The most old one of them all. I myself am only making the drawing part of it, but I know that these guys are pretty badass. And they'll drop you no problem. Just because you're a human, just because you're a human doesn't mean you can tame these bad boys. You're not really that kind of human. I wonder if by the time Eksauria 2 comes out, humans will have dominated
all the species?
Yeah. I guess that could be a possibility.
They're way too powerful, I don't know.
I mean, if the player chooses the bad ending, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. This isn't a spoiler because I don't really remember what the endings are gonna be.
Wolfric says, I have to wonder if we get big, will we get attacked by PETA or Greenpeace for showing forest wolves getting killed, or both?
Hey, man. If a wolf attacks you, you better not be wondering, oh, I'm poor wolf. It's like, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, Green PETA.
Green PETA.
PETA! PETA! But yeah, I mean, I think if they wanted to go after anyone, they should have gone after Pokemon first.
True.
And at this point, that ship has sailed, so they can fuck off. If I'm honest, why in the hell should an organization about helping real life animals be butting in on video game industries? Is beyond me. I mean, unless it's straight up like a game about, like, I don't know, dogfighting. But even then, it probably won't be a game about dogfighting. It'll be a game about super mutant dogs fighting with fireballs or some shit, and you play as one of the dogs. It's like, what?
Goldberg said, nah, Nintendo too big, too spooky.
Oh yeah, Nintendo Nintendo could stomp PETA and Greenpeace out of this world.
I just want to point something else. Like, who decided to name like an animal saving thing like PETA? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I think it's an acronym for something, but it kind of just reminds me of pedophile, to be honest.
Yeah, it has a vibe of pedophile, and also I cannot say it without just randomly having the lowest voice.
Frickin' Laos. Laos! Did that hurt you as much as it hurt me? Good.
It did not sound that much like Peter.
I know, that's the problem.
Oh, okay.
You know, when you hear a really bad impersonation, it just hurts you.
Goomba stump. What is a single Goomba stump? Ah,
Goomba stomp. Goomba
would vanish. Yes, just a single Goomba stump.
Yeah, Goomba stomp.
Goomba
Remember
stomp,
the
yeah.
little guys in Mario?
Yeah, the little Goombas. I forget.
Yeah. But yeah, soon. It's what I've been saying all these years, guys. Mark my words. One day there will be no other companies left, charity or non-charity, profit or non-profit, whatever. One day there will be no other companies left except Disney and Nintendo, and it is all going to come, and because none of them will sell to the other, it will all come down to this giant mech fight between a giant mech Mickey and a giant mech Mario.
Please,
and it's going to be epic. I want to be alive to witness that.
Oh my god, yes.
I will probably die as collateral damage to that fight, but damn, it'll be worth it.
Nah.
I really want someone to at least animate that shit. Like, someone do like a...
How hasn't anyone made that a game? It's so gamified.
I mean, they can't really do...
Just change the names, bro. Say Nintendo and what?
Yeah,
Minis.
Call it Meme-tendo.
And Dismay. Envision Disney.
Dismay. Yes, dismay. Like the feeling. Is it a sensation? Is it a feeling?
That's a feeling,
Yeah.
But yeah, just call it Nintendo and Dismay. There you go.
Yes.
Nobody will tell them.
And change their mechs like only slightly, like the mouse, make it blue instead of black, and
yes. And the pants are like orange.
Yeah, and but the Mario mech will be more complicated because there's different Mario outfits. He has the white outfit when he's got the firepower.
Just make him black.
Yes, let's make a black Mario. The world needs black Mario. I think we can all agree on this.
Oh,
Am I cancelled yet? I don't think so. This is a problematic.
We're a problem.
You know, out there seeing Bo Burnham, the special inside. All of y'all 4 people. Can I get a yeah? Okay. You got a yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I love that my live stream thing just completely gave up. Like, you're completely like not doing anything.
I'm moving though. You should see the little mouse thingy.
It's the internet. You know how the internet is on the laptop. It chooses.
It's fun to play around with these guys. Why can't animation in video games just be this? Just the mouse doing this. Rawr.
Yes.
Rawr. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Just like back when we were kids. playing with action figures. Back when I was a boy. Boy. You know, like a few years ago.
A lot of lurkers.
Okay, hi lurkers. Can I get a hell yeah from the lurkers? No? Fuck you then. No, but I'm sorry. You just wrote that you see people looking. Looking. We got a hell yeah! Well, thank you, Rabbit0429. Wicked ass name. I dig the little crown with the Prime Gaming.
That's just a thing from Twitch though. Because I don't have custom thingies, I don't know.
Oh, he's playing a game while he watches.
Hey, enjoy your game, bro.
Nice. Well, thank you.
Hope you enjoy the very dry jokes in the background.
Wait, while you're here, what would you like to see a magic earth wolf do in a fight? Like, of course, biting comes to mind, but you know that seems a little basic for a wolf that literally has nature growing off of its back.
Ooh, what if he does like that little doggo thing? A spore attack. That's a good idea.
Spore attack. Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I could come out of the.
Yeah, you can do like the little doggo thing that they do when they're playing, that they like put the butt up and the front down. But then when he puts the back up, it like launches spores.
Yeah.
That
okay.
works,
Now I just gotta imagine how would spores look like. But I think we can do this. We can do this, bro.
There's a lot of like game stuff that shows spores opening.
Let me just see.
Easily find references.
Pixel spores. Let's see. Well, thank you very much, Rabbitino. And Andre.
Rabberino just said he really liked it. So thank you very much for the opinion,
Rabberino.
We know that ain't your name, but it just feels nice to call you
what
that.
can I choose? What does an actual spore look like scientifically speaking?
Those are very like microscopical, dude.
So.
Like, remember in Alien, in the Alien movies, the bad ones, the new ones.
Okay, alien spores.
When the thing is like open and go.
Yeah, it was like a little.
Okay, Andre has a question.
Okay.
Ask away, boy. I don't know if they can hear me, by the way, so you might need to.
I think they can hear you, right?
I'm not sure.
Andre Garnday.
Okay. Tag team match in Mario Universe. You plus one character
versus various
tag teams. Who do you pick as your partner?
Are you baiting me into a Super Smash Brawl match? But I guess if I was to choose from only the Mario universe, I mean, I'd have to pick Bowser, like fully evolved Bowser that can spit fire and rain spikes and you know all that nice BDSM stuff.
Oh, okay. Am I the only one that would pick DK like Donkey Kong? I don't know what it is. I always pick him, both for Mario Kart and for other stuff, and it always fucks me up because he's way too heavy for the little karty thing. I
mean, I guess if you learn him, he can come in handy because he's a big, strong monkey.
And Andres says, but Mario can jump on his head. He's OP.
You see, but that's what Bowser needs. If I teamed up with Bowser, I could put a hat on him or a helmet, and then Mario couldn't do shit.
Or you can just be Mario and your partner can be Bowser, then nobody can do shit to you because you're
you're the two most OP characters. Yeah, true. Poor Donkey Kong.
Poor Donkey, man. I always loved playing with him, but he was never like, I don't know, I never felt like he had any advantages. He was just like a cute, badass monkey.
Yes, the cutest monkey I've ever seen.
See, he agrees with me. He fought Donkey Kong. I think he's got some fighting skills. Yeah,
I mean,
That's the thing.
true.
He's more of a brute-like tank sort of character because he has the like floor smashes.
Well,
And
yeah,
stuff.
but between Donkey Kong and Bowser, I think it's basically like the difference between a rhino and an elephant in terms of pure brute force.
But I think Donkey Kong is more like maneuverable. Maybe, I don't know. I think Bowser might be a little bit more like the big clunky tank.
I guess,
you know?
yeah, he does have a shell and isn't a monkey's always going to be more agile.
I don't know. Who you agree with, chat?
Though I guess a team between Donkey Kong and Bowser would kick ass.
In the team, then I would definitely go Mario, Bowser, Donkey. Donkey.
Hey man, but what about Luigi though?
What does Luigi even have that Mario doesn't though?
He's got a vacuum. He can suck people.
Vacuum in the tag team though?
No, I don't know. It's one of his things, like his series of, the spooky games. Spooky. Ooh. Luigi's Mansions. He's got that vacuum that can suck anything down.
He's only good against ghosts though. Yeah, that's the thing. The vacuum only like Luigi's kind of Mario, but different color though, different skin.
He pulls a lot of other stuff. You can suck rugs, you can suck curtains, you can suck coins.
Can you kill somebody though?
I don't know.
Can you push somebody off a thing though?
I mean,
think so.
Think about it. Luigi's got everything that Mario has, plus the vacuum. Right? Luigi has a fire.
But does Luigi have the magic hat though?
Yeah, the possessing hat from Odyssey. That
like,
is.
You can have a vacuum, but if you can possess shit, bro, you on top.
Plus, Mario already kinda has a vacuum. If we're going by full canon, Mario has that water vacuum thing that he had in the Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
And he says, but Mario has the floaty thingy too that shoots water. Yeah, exactly, the water cannon.
Yeah, the water cannon.
I told you, Mario is OP, and I'm pretty sure the other two most OP characters are Bowser and Donkey Kong. I keep trying to say browser. It's not a browser, it's a Bowser.
Care to browse my Bowser? Not too sure what that means, but I'm a little disturbed by it.
Yeah, it's a boil thing.
Okay.
What else?
What else? I guess I'm.
Who has watched Inside and who has gotten severely depressed by it? Or at least re-questioned their life choices.
There's a question.
I have definitely rethought a few of my life choices after watching that.
It is a pretty cool little something. It's hard to even call it one thing in particular. It's not like a comedy special. It's not a...
It's a musical.
A musical. A little bit. It's a bit of a musical. It's not that much of a musical. It's a bit of a musical. It's not just a musical. It's got music in it. But it's also got other stuff. Stuff and things, exactly. Okay, so I think this is around the right direction I'm going here. A song and dance and sweet romance. And all that jazz. So, okay. As you can see, he is beginning to crouch. And now, we must do more. More crouching.
Careful with the paws, because remember that when the paw goes down, like look at Nikita, this little part here, it goes back. Like the paw doesn't magically shrink.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Give me just a sec and it will be solved. Just like a magic, milady.
Just like a mama used to make.
Yes, didn't your mama used to make pixel art? You had no childhood.
Technically, yes, because my mom did a lot of knitting and stuff, and that's technically the OG pixel art because you do work in squares.
Huh.
Except you
can't.
don't fill the square, you just make an X on the square. You can fill the square too, but my mom did that. I don't know.
I guess I can't really argue with that.
Knitting. What's the name of the thing?
Crochet?
I don't know the name in English. I've never had to say it in English. Wait, let me see if I can translate.
Okay, see, there's a little elbow here. Little elbow. Huh? It's nice. Why is there a lost pixel there? Oh, I see.
Why did it translate to Italian? What the fuck?
Babadi boobity? Is that a... Putana.
Cross stitch. Yeah, my mom used to do cross stitching. And cross stitching is the OG pixel art.
Ah, okay.
Watch me get cancelled in 5 seconds.
I mean, I don't think people can actually argue with that. It's kind of...
person in the chat. CP the Seep. Hello, CP the Seep.
CP the Sip, you taking sips? How you doing? My dudes. My dudettes. Mine, whatever you identify with.
My person.
My human.
He said he doing very good. How about you?
That's good. I'm over here counting squares. How you think I'm doing? It's pretty nice. I guess I'm just trying to make this little wolfie crouch a little.
And he says he identifies as a seep. He's a seep. He's a happy seep.
Ah, seep. I see. I seep. Okay. What is a seep? Please educate me.
Let me see. Let me Google.
I need to know.
Google doesn't know.
I wanna know what seep is.
Google doesn't know me, bro. You gotta show me.
I want you to tell me.
He says seep is a monster from a game I am making. Ah!
Oh!
Another fellow indie dev.
That's
Hello.
Cool.
That's a cool name for a monster.
True. Actually, yeah. I'm immediately...
Is it a sea monster, though? Or a sky monster? Because it sounds like one of those two.
It sounds like kind of... It also sounds... I don't know if I'm just overreaching here, but it kind of sounds like it's... Like it's feeling sad or something.
True, it has a
like it's got... There's a slight sadness to it, but also some wholesomeness to it. You know, it's not just depression either.
Yeah, I feel like it would be like one of those monsters that is slightly like... He kind of scary, but you kind of also want to hug him.
Yeah, along those lines. Yeah, I can see it. Though, I mean, it doesn't have to be along those lines, though. Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. It's amazing what kind of vibes one can get out of a name. Like, unless you've got a really boring name, because that also happens.
He's asking if we want to know why he has arrived. Sure, bro.
Why have you arrived?
If it's to promo your game, tell us about it. We are curious because your monster seems cool.
Well, yeah. I like his name at least. That's already a good start, man. What do I do?
Okay, he wants advice on pixel art. Go, bro.
Oh, okay.
You are with the master.
Uh-huh. Completely.
Come on, you have taught me to do pixel art in what, 6 months?
Sure. I mean, I don't know. What seems to be the problem? Let's get to that. Like, has any specific area in which it is bothering you? Or giving you trouble? Because there's many... I don't know. There's a few ways in which pixel art can, you know...
Maybe give him the rundown. I don't know. Wait, he said, nah, just generally. What do you think is an advice? Dude,
well, as an advice, we have to... I should that thing, you know, the blob thing, right? Yeah.
Advice that both of us can give you is work in, like, silhouettes and blobs.
Yeah, and, like...
That's really cool.
Like, I mean, it's in that regard, I guess...
Wait, let me put
it's not... That's not so much what I'm doing here right now, but the way that I got to this little wolf character thing was because of a method that my wifey here discovered online. An artist spoke about. I think she's gonna share the video.
Yeah.
Where you can like, it's best instead of like trying to create a shape like this, you know, it's best to start with like straight up a blob. You do a blob of somewhat whatever. It's going to be let's say it's going to be a something with that walks on four legs. Okay, whatever. Boom. It's ugly right now, but then you with this you go with the rubber, and then you start carving out what you kind of want it to look like. Maybe this. I mean, maybe not. I may not be doing justice to this method right now, but it's kind of like a very free. It frees you up a lot from the whole idea of having to count pixels and whatnot. I mean, you're still gonna have to count pixels in a sense, but with programs like Asprite, Asprite, yeah, you can have more fun with it because it's always going to be pixel perfect right here.
If you have the pixel perfect thing checked.
I mean, yeah, it's just a check. But mine came defaulted with it checked.
But yeah, just make sure.
But yeah, it's I don't know.
Also, keep a very tight color palette and don't use colors that are too close together. Use contrast.
Yeah, like in that regard, I guess I shouldn't have chosen. It's like the shading color that I chose here. But I don't know. There's plenty of things you can do if you go with the blob ideas. Like, I don't know, you want to let's make this fucking spiky thing or whatever. And let's put some shadows here. Let's think. Okay, let's imagine that the guy's got some. His back is more darker than the.
He's saying dino? True, it does look like a dinosaur a little bit.
Yeah.
Like a very bootylicious dinosaur.
Yes, that's
you fucked up its booty.
No, it's too bootylicious. You gotta have control. You have to gotta control the bootyliciousness. And bam. And I guess you can like this is kind of how I got to that shape, but it was a different shape. But yeah, you can. Let's say I did this. There's a darker tone on top. Okay, cool. And let's. She's still missing a leg, but it probably won't be this color because it's under the shadow of his body. So let's maybe just try and find something that's slightly darker, I guess, or whatever.
You got it.
You know, there it is.
Oh yeah, and about the sizing, when you're like in doubt of what size you want the thing, always like scale it to 64/64. Like use the base square in your mind, like either 32/32 if you want like really big pixels, or 64/64 as the base if you want slightly smaller pixels, and then size it up according to like the proportions of the screen that you're using.
Hello, little nightmare.
Stop. It's actually kind of cute. It's looking like a forest fox. But stop. Go back to work.
Let's see.
Oh, thank you for the sub.
Thank you very much, my good sir.
General Kenobi, thank you. He also asks, how long have you been doing pixel art?
How long have I been doing pixel art?
I think you've been doing pixel art for what, like 3 years? 2 years?
No, I don't think. I think.
You started with Eksauria.
Yeah.
Has been 2 years, so it's 2 years.
Yeah, I guess 2 years then.
Yeah, and I've been doing for a little under a year. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. It's already almost a year.
Yeah, almost a year now. Woo!
Because basically, yeah.
Rabbit says, I know nothing about pixel art, but this is very entertaining. It's a very weird thing to watch, huh? Because it's just pixels, and in the beginning you're like, what the fuck is the person drawing? And then you're like, oh, it is!
And it's like, if you start, especially when you start out from these smushes, it's a lot more fun in general, because it's
more
there's already something there, you know? Doing this, I mean, this is just kind of on top of, just not really thinking much about this guy's design, but comparing this thing to like if I decided to just go with 1 pixel. Okay, let's draw the guy. Okay, so he's going to have a leg. There's going to be another leg.
And the sheep is Okulbi too. He's about in his 3rd year of doing pixel art. Cool, dude.
Nice.
Guys, your pixel art probably looking way better than ours already.
Where is it looking? This good?
That is Nightmare Field. Stop.
Hey
I
man,
just saw
if
the
you want a
face and
sprite,
oh my
want to do a
fucking
sprite
god.
for a horror game right there.
Stop. Just stop. I'm not sure if it's a monkey, if it's a dinosaur, if it's an otter. Just
It
stop.
is in pain.
Yes, that is true.
Goodbye for you as well.
But
yeah,
it
just
says, I mean, I started designing monsters in MS Paint and made it later in pixel art. Cool.
That's a cool beginning.
Damn, in Paint. Damn, bro, that's hard.
Yeah, actually. I mean, I started doing pixel art in Photoshop, which I guess is, I'm not sure. I actually don't know. Like, I guess I was drawing and I had drawn in Paint before, but I guess since I had done mostly like actual art on paper before this, when I started doing pixel art because I wanted to do games on a masters about games, you know. Really, I didn't even do pixel art till my second year, I think, on it.
Yeah.
Because during the first year, I was just doing like plot and stuff because I got in late, so I wrote plot for 2 sci-fi games that were never programmed enough to have the plot in them. So at least I did some music for it back then. Too bad it's something completely different from Eksauria, so I can't really use any of the songs I did for them here. Crazy no music, but we got our boy on it, my boy Satan. Call him Satan because he's got the style, you know. He's got that swagger, that Satan swagger, you know. Why did that sound so uncomfortable to say? Satan swagger.
Because you shouldn't call Satan a swagger. But Sheep asks, so are you working on it alone? No, we're a studio.
I mean, yeah,
well,
we're alone.
We're alone. We're the only studio working on it.
Yeah.
5 people now. Haha, surprise. Missed the thing that we haven't revealed that, but will come soon.
Yeah.
Yay.
But as far as for the past year or so, since we really started doing this outside of just for the masters, it's been like one person per department.
Yeah,
so you had me making pixel art, you had our boy character killer Satan doing the plots and story and UI as well, and music like sound in general, not like just music, you know. And fortunately and also we had one of our my main man Cado doing his programming, and Magal over here who did our marketing from the beginning, because she did her master's was in marketing, so she knows some stuff.
Slam the marketing gal.
Exactly. The name adds up.
It all makes sense, people. It's all planned out.
But in that regard, yeah, we've all just kind of been learning with experience as we go along. I mean, if you can check like our very first version of this game, the alpha that we did of Eksauria for the Masters. It's online on our itch. I don't know if we have someone can put the link in.
Yeah.
But it's available. It's you play it on browser. It's not downloadable because we did it on the P5 engine. Because that was just the code that we were learning back then, so we had to use it. And you can tell, like, the pixel art was a lot more messy than what I've come to do later.
Still learning, but
yeah, I'm not saying that I got this, boys. I've learned everything I gotta learn, but I'm compared to back then, I'm pretty proud of what I've evolved.
He says he'll check it out, and he's sorry for the late replies because his Wi-Fi is bad. Bruh, I feel you.
We all feel you, man.
Imagine trying to be the moderator in a stream with bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah. For some, though, right now my computer is behaving. Hers is the one that's deciding to be a bitch right now. Poor computer. It deserves respect. Maybe that's why it's misbehaving. I am hard. It's getting hard to keep track of the textures in the sky. But I think I'm keeping it on relatively synced. I mean, I could just do this in like through layers, like, you know, when you can like have a layer on top of the other and keep the previous layer transparent, so you know where everything is. But I also wanted to, like, I don't know, this helps me keep a little bit track of how many frames I've done, and just, you know. In fact, I have to. I think I've been fucking up here a little. In fact, I need to.
He just sends the thing. He says, I also work with my friends too. I make story and pixel art. One makes music. I give ideas on how music should be, and other guy codes the game. And I give the ideas for the mini games and stuff like that. Cool, man. So you basically have a studio too?
Nice.
You should market that.
But hey, try to get once you get that first game out, immediately like make it a company's, or like, I don't know.
Why, you don't need to wait for the first game to start the marketing.
True.
You should start before.
It's like the marketing you should start before. I mean, I meant like actually, you know, declaring your company legally, like it's as
that varies from country to country, bro.
That's also true. Ours, we have a little bit. We have some leeway, I guess, with how we're gonna do things. But right now, I am.
And also, you can't give legal advice online, and that's technically legal advice. So
oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
We're not giving legal advice.
No, we are not. It wasn't. I'm not in the sense of legal advice. More in the sense of, like, you know, make money with the thing that you like doing is what I mean. Like.
Wait, he said something else, but I can't wait. I can't say we started. We don't have the best equipment, and we're all below 18. One person doesn't even have a PC. Damn, bro. You started from the bottom and you're gonna get to that top, man.
Exactly.
And also, you guys are really young. Damn.
Hey, but that's good. That's good. This sort of shit, man.
Good job. Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's really good. You started really young. That's great.
Like, considering how long a game takes to be done, especially if you want to, like, really make it, you know, pop, like, have some uniqueness to it, like in mechanics and whatnot. It takes a while to get this shit done. So, yeah, it's for the best that you start as early as you can, I think. Like, there's a... And what engine are you, like, working on? I'm wondering. Like, I don't know if you've been coding, like, for long...
He's not the coder. He does the pixel art.
True. Like, maybe they've had, like, experience. That's also something that could be a bit of a problem when you're starting early, I guess. Experience, I mean in the sense of, like, for example, the coder having had experience coding other stuff, like, I don't know, because he did like a degree or some kind of classes or something, I don't know. And like you, for example, in pixel art, if you're doing pixel art, you're probably doing the animations as well. Have you animated anything before?
Hey, but you didn't have any experience animating either. I had more experience
True.
than you, and
hey, and you helped me out. Having you here helped me out.
Internet probably slow. He's taking a while to respond.
Okay.
What else should we talk about?
What else you may be wondering?
Trying to animate fire over here. It's not on. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it's kind of annoying.
Are you trying to make fire?
It's not really the fire that's the problem. Like, I haven't animated in years, And now I gave myself an animation that has like I don't know how many layers of animation on it that are different speeds and different things.
Well, yeah.
So like, fuck me then.
Hey, it's a part of the challenge, right?
He responded. Let me see. I mean, we only have the pixel art started. The soundtrack only has one song. He said he has a YouTube channel for uploading animations. He will have Easter eggs and monsters from my game. So
Ooh, that's
I can
cool.
say I am talented. Yeah, nice, bro. You guys are doing good, man. Like, take it slow. You guys are young. Like, take your time to put like all of your passion into that game.
Exactly.
You guys got all the time in the world. Look at us. We're like 25 and we're just starting our studio now. This is literally our first game. So you guys got a head start.
I mean, it's not it's our first game.
It's literally our first game, bro. Like literally. Yes, we've been working on it for a while and there's a second one already in the making, but it is the first game.
No, I meant like we technically, me and the programmer, basically we some of us got in the group got to do some games in the sense that we did like small games like for the master's degree.
Yeah, prior experience, I guess.
It was the projects in the game that we had to do in the masters, which I'm happy about. Like they're not really, most of them didn't pan out. They're just little experiences that we did that helped us feel like we are ready to go on to make a bigger game, not just like a level or two to get evaluated on.
Also, one more thing, I can't hear the person in the background too well. Told you.
Okay, how about now? Can you hear her?
And him.
And me?
And also, hey, I'm the person in the background, marketing gal. Sup? I know this ain't my live, but since I'm in the same room, might as well join in the conversation. I don't know, and I help with the chat. So
true. She's one of our resident chat managers.
Okay, you're harder to hear now, though.
Oh, I'm harder to hear now.
Yeah.
Okay. How about now?
Okay, maybe now. I don't know.
Can both of us be heard?
Maybe.
Maybe, baby.
Maybe. Let's wait.
Okay, let's say that I'm gonna lift his butt a little bit more and duck his head more. And think I'll also start doing like that. Okay. And
there you go. Now he can hear both of us.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Well, yeah.
Also, yeah.
Don't feel the pressure, bro. Like, you really young. You got the time. Throw your passion into it. Live it. Be it. And you're gonna do good.
And just the fact that you already got like, you know, a channel on YouTube and places online to spread about, you know, info about your game, get people interested. That's already like a positive that a lot of people don't have.
Yeah. And also the fact that he already kind of has a portfolio.
Yeah,
Let me see. I have a question. Have you played Undertale before? I haven't. He probably has.
Undertale. Oh, you haven't played Undertale. I have. Technically, I didn't play Undertale. I played Deltarune, the one chapter, because it's not that I've been interested in buying Undertale for a while now, but whenever it's on discount, there's usually something else that I've also been wanting to get, and I end up going with the other thing since I ain't really on the cash flow to buy multiple games at once.
Being a 20-something-year-old, you're gonna know what that's like in a few years, bro.
Hey man, who knows? The economy could get better. Till then.
No, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna make the joke. No.
But I mean, it's all good. I have been interested in buying Undertale. I probably will buy it because I love the shit out of Deltarune.
Okay, and he says, well, I will say that Undertale is worth buying. Also, replay Deltarune after Undertale. Oh, cool. Okay, maybe I get some hidden, like, extra meanings and stuff.
That's probably true. I mean, Toby, he does make his games with, like, Like everything is connected. From what I've gathered, like every little thing, like within Undertale. It's kind of a funny thing. A funny thing that you ask me about that game because I'm actually writing a thesis about a subject in which I'm including Undertale. It's about like ethics in violence, ethics and violence in video games. So yeah, of course I had to include Undertale. And actually, once I started doing this thesis, I immediately remembered playing Deltarune and having loved it. But then I also knew that Deltarune is just like the first chapter, and there's a whole other game that has been out for a while longer that also has the same principles of ethics and then interesting combat systems and etc. that all use.
Okay, he said something else. Basically, I'll do the stuff like genocide and pacifist stuff, like in Undertale. Oh, in your game. Cool. That shit's hard to like plan out.
Dude, I read a thing about like the level of like reaction of the game. Like it's not just that characters remember the shit that you've done; it's that they'll remember it in between plays. Like if you do one genocide run in which you kill everything that can be killed in the game. Next time you start genocide another run, the characters will react badly to you or something. There's a type of interaction that can only be unlocked through that.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool, actually. It's one of the reasons why the game's there. It really does make you care about video game characters, which is also an interesting another side of it is that, like, you know, it being pixel art, it's not about realism in the visual sense. It's about characters that engage you and feel real and like a social being is what they call in the articles and things and books that I've found.
He says he's asking if you want to know something interesting about his game. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Use the space, bro. Tell us about your masterpiece. Also, random show recommendation. Kill Solar Opposites, Ace.
Oh yeah, Solar Opposites.
Yeah. Okay.
That show.
He answered. In the game, I'm a character, and if you try to name the character Sheepy, the game says something interesting. Ah! That's a little interesting little Easter egg.
Ooh. I love this Easter eggs like that on video games, man. Like it's a reward. It's basically it rewards players for thinking differently and not just following whatever strategies they already had in mind from what they think are similar games. I've actually been watching these videos about this guy on YouTube that his wife never didn't grow up playing any video games, so he decided to experiment and see if like how does someone who never had any experience in video games reacts to video games and plays them and deals with being the whole all the video game shenanigans, you know.
Wait, there's the small thing he said that like when you do that thing of like in the game trying to like say the name of the character, it says player 1 already chose this name, please choose another name. Like as if he's player 1, not the person playing the game. That's nice. Cool. Oh,
the person's gonna get all
pissy. Like what?
I don't even think pissy. I think the player's gonna be like all suspicious and shit. Like, wait, is there another character that's a player in the game? Is there like a previous player was a part of the story now? Is this how meta am I going here?
That's cool, man.
You know, keeps him guessing, keeps him wondering. That's great stuff. But yeah. I think I'm gonna make the shrooms get a little bit bigger now.
Remember this poor animation.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay, he says that the story has to do with that thing of like there being another player one and all that.
Nice.
That's cool. Meta games are always fun. Stanley Parable, GM, fucking amazing.
True. Oh, and there was this horror game that did that sort of horror platformer on Android called Dere.exe or something, where it's a lot of the plot involves like the programmer is one of the characters that's talking to you, and he's hiding something about the game, and someone has died before in playing the game or testing the game, and you can find their spirit or something in the game.
He says, "Oh damn."
Yeah, it was a freaky game. I got that as a recommendation because when I was like, I'm very much into horror, but I also I prefer it when horror somewhat surprises me in terms of what just the mechanic wise and such. Like I don't like them when they go too basic.
Yeah,
like
basic.
Like say, just walking around and opening doors. Am I right, Layers of Fear? Come at me, Blooper Team.
The shade. He says, "Well, my game doesn't tell that the game is a game. It just says that you're not the main character."
Ah. Okay. I can dig that. That's a lot. It's a very interesting thing, actually. The one there was that was at a point that was somewhat common in literature, like having the story being told by someone who is there but isn't the protagonist. But it never really made a transition into video games. I guess because it takes some and some really good game mechanics, like ideas for game mechanics in general. Like it really helps a lot if you're going on a concepts that's that different to have like mechanics that can complement that difference.
Yeah. Basically, if I die in the game ends. If I don't exist, the game doesn't. Stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool, man.
Nice. Very interested, actually.
It's a cool
I'll have to
concept.
check.
Work on it because it's gonna be cool.
Should totally check his YouTube channel.
I'm not sure if you can put links in the chat because I think only moderators can do that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're relatively new on this whole Twitch thing. Okay.
Calling me. One.
Okay.
Two. What that?
Okay. She had to leave because she she received an interesting phone call. Very mysterious. Not that mysterious, though. And our dog got pissed. Do you also have a dog that hates it when you pick up the phone? We do. It's kind of annoying. But that's okay. It's a nice doggy. Wait, let me... Real quick. I'm sorry I'm like shuffling back and forward here. Let me see what you said on the chat. As you quit on the game, it ends. The game decides I don't exist. The game doesn't. Okay. Loading a save file removes everyone's memories except mine, and if you attempt at a second genocide run, the character just kills you. Almost. Damn, that's pretty cool. That whole save file fuckery technique is one of the things that Undertale kinda also does, right? That's where you're taking some of that inspiration, I think. Only like taken in the exact opposite direction, in a sense. Instead of it being everything being a continuous system, there's only some things that escape the rebooting of the system. And that's interesting too, that like that's probably going to keep the player guessing as to what's going to come at him next. Let me just, god damn it, sometimes I forget that these I have. So, what up?
My bad. It was telemarketing people, and it was actually a telemarketing person that actually wanted to do something that I wanted to be a part of, so was doing stuff. But it's fine.
Okay. The telemarketers have got her, people.
Did you keep the chat? Did you check the chat?
Yeah, I checked. He did. He told us about this save system thing.
Okay, yeah. And also, just a warning: you just hit an hour.
I just hit an hour.
And he said, and if you die, you don't actually die; you just faint.
Oh, that's cool. Some games have played around with that, but they usually have some problems. Like I remember, but then again, it's usually a problem when they suddenly introduce that in a series, like when they did that on Prince of Persia. In Prince of Persia, you used to have the Sands of Time to rewind time and whatnot, but when they added actual just cutting off the middleman and you just don't die, you get saved whenever you die, but that throws back your progress a little. A lot of people got pissed. I didn't mind, honestly, because it's just another dressing up of a checkpoint. But it can be used within the lore and things that you like gameplay and world that you explore, and that can make it a lot more interesting if you address it and you input it in an interesting way.
True.
Like when I don't know, sometimes it's like there's every time you die you get cloned or some shit, I don't know. Like remember, like what BioShock did. Like when you die in BioShock, you die, but you don't get thrown back in time and repeating the section. You just get reanimated in one of the machines that they have in the place. But yeah, I should probably call it off, guys. I am enjoying this. I didn't do much, I'm sorry. I really got a little carried away in talking, but unfortunately today, well, I'm gonna have to call it now, since I would do a little bit more, but unfortunately I have to wake up early to do some less than pleasant stuff. But I think I've got at least I know what am I gonna do with this attack above this character. Basically going to inflate, so you can have a bit of an idea for those that are here. He's going to lean, the shrooms are going to inflate, burst, spores go to the other side, and attack the player. And then the shrooms grow back on his butt.
Sheep says, oh well, it was nice being here, don't worry. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
You're so nice.
Thank you, you are very cool dude. Or dudette, I don't know, doesn't really matter.
Very cool sheep.
A very cool sheep, yeah. Wait, sheep, yeah. Seep.
Sheep, yeah.
Seep, not sheep.
Sorry. Dyslexia.
Your dyslexia is intoxicating. But yeah, we'll be calling it. I think we're gonna be stopping here for today, guys. Thank you all for coming. This was very fun, even though I didn't get to finish much. But at least I got an idea out of this this stream. I know where to go with this character and his animations, and it was nice in general. I'll make sure that the next time I stream, I have the time to be here for like maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
There's been some times where we gotten up to 2 hours actually lately, because when we get into it, we get into it. But I cannot get into it today, unfortunately.
Wait,
if you see a game called Season Islands and it has pixel art, it's probably mine. Huh, Season Islands.
I'm gonna be on the lookout.
I'm gonna copy that onto a place where I keep stuff. But yeah. Anyways, thank you all for coming. Oh, a little on that subject. There's also I've seen some interesting things being done with pixel art. So there's a few games, but off the top of my head, I just want to see if you try out the demo of a game called Faith, the Unholy Trilogy. Interesting use of minimalistic pixel art. But yeah, these are our links, guys, that they're popping up here on the chat. That's our website, our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitch, our Coffee, where you can give donations, but like in a more free way. Like you can just give one. Like you want to give us $5, you can give us just $5. You know, and you don't have to. Not like in Patreon where you compromise to give money multiple times, like every month or whatever. And also our IndieDB, our Discord, where you can like talk to us, check out the latest news, our Twitter, you can tweet at us, and our itch, where you can download the alpha of Eksauria, the alpha that, you know, the really old one with the different graphics, the shittier graphics, and that's the loud music. But yeah, and you can also download Red Run, the alpha we did last year. That's a little bit more polished, I guess. It's by then I had been working on pixel art for a while, for a little bit longer at least. Sorry, 5card, I'd stay a little bit longer, but unless I must get a few things ready in check in this house for the arrangement I have tomorrow here. We have tomorrow. So thank you all for coming. Check out our links, they're in the chat, and be sure to check again. Come back next week, where another one of us will be doing a stream.
It's gonna be the programmer.
It's gonna be the programmer, one of our first guy, 5card programmer dude, is going to be doing the stream. Who knows? Maybe in time we'll have someone else that also does streams within that subject. Yeah. Wink, wink, maybe. Nudge, nudge.
Maybe.
But get hyped, guys. 5cards, our programmer, will be doing some programming streaming next week on Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 5. Gaudat programming. I mean, not every Wednesday, that it's just next Wednesday. We rotate between us. But yeah, thank you all for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. Kiss your mamas. And yeah, GD script and other shenanigans, guys. Hey. Sounds spicy. Sounds fun. Kiss your mamas, or I'll kiss them for you. Hey, that sounds like I could do that, my sending off card. Kiss your mamas or I'll kiss them for you.
But for that to be a sending off card, you need to stop talking.
Okay, bye. Kiss your mamas or I'll kiss them for you. And the outro.